Hi, I'm Alex, CEO and co-founder of the Data City. It's just a short video to introduce our product, which we call RTICs, which stands for Real-Time Industrial Classifications, and really is a sort of key USP of the Data City. So the reason we exist is because we identified the problem with SIC and NAICS codes. So if I talk specifically about SIC codes, last updated in 2007, 15% of all active UK companies are now in 82990, which is other business services activities not elsewhere classified. But actually it's worse than that. Each two-digit level SIC code has another category. When you add all those together, you have over 33% of UK businesses in other. There's also a lot of other issues, excuse the pun, with them in that companies, there's no obligation to correctly select them or select them in any sort of meaningful way. Companies don't understand the reasons for it, so there's sort of built-in sort of laziness, perhaps most starkly presented by the fact that the fastest growing SIC code in the UK is growing of rice. You can't really grow rice in the UK, but it is number 2 on the drop down. And then the other stat, or the other sort of structural issue that I quote, is that there are 2 ways to set up a new company. The first is to create a new company and generate a new company registration number. The other is to recycle a company that's stopped trading. And when you recycle it, you inherit its previous information, including its SIC code. Which means a lot of companies just have the wrong SIC code. So they might obviously be a hairdresser, but because they recycle the previously trading butcher, their SIC code will be the butcher's SIC code. So when we do analysis, we've looked even within SIC codes. We did a study on 13,000 hairdressers. So these are companies that we've identified as hairdressers by their website. When we look at their SIC code, only about half of them were in the hairdressing SIC code, hairdressing and beauty. The rest of them were distributed across all sorts of other SIC codes and other business service activities not elsewhere classified was one of the key aspects of those. So we set out to solve that problem. It struck us that we could address those issues. The first is that you only select an SIC code when you incorporate a company if you don't just inherit it. There's no incentive for those companies to change, alter or maintain that position. So we needed to find data that describe what the company does, which the company has a selfish reason to maintain. So the most obvious source of that for us was the company website. So the first part of our platform is joining companies to their website. This website belongs to this company, and that's actually more difficult than perhaps it sounds. Then the second piece is to meaningfully understand what a company does using that website text. So obviously there are a lot of companies. You can't manually check each one and classify it. So we use a machine learning approach. So this is our RTIC, which stands for Real-Time Industrial Classification, because we are constantly revisiting websites and asking, what does this company do? And that's the core proposition from the Data City, is that we tell you what companies do. So in front of me I've got a selection of our RTIC classifications. They're focused on sectors not covered by SIC codes. If I look at advanced materials, what we've actually got is a number of verticals that comprise the sector. So the way RTICs work is we will define a taxonomy for biomaterials, normally working with sector experts. We will then carefully select training set examples of the sector with good websites that accurately describe what they do. We then use that to train a machine learning algorithm, and that then finds all the other companies that do the same thing as the biomaterials firm. So if I were to quickly show you, I'll create a vertical farming list. So I might know vertical farming companies, or what I might do is just do a search, find examples of the sector based on a keyword search. So check this website out. This is a good example of a vertical farming company. And then what we do is add examples to a machine learning classification process, which learns some of the common patterns of language of these companies and starts to identify all the companies in the UK that do the same thing. So I won't take you through a full process, but you can see how quick this is. It can build a list in literally minutes. Here we go, first training run done. And that's it for today. If you'd like to get in touch to find out more, access our pre-built RTICs or learn how to build your own, or we build them for you, please do get in touch via the website or the free trial sign up. Thank you very much.